Okay, NorthIowaToday.com is with Rick Stewart. He is running for U.S. Senate against Joni Ernst and Bruce Braley. He is an independent. Rick, where are you from?
Born in Postville, raised in Maquoketa, live in Cedar Rapids.
Cedar Rapids, that's a nice town. You're on a tour today around the area, I take it, Mason City, Hampton.
Yeah, actually this is my second tour of Iowa. I rode my bicycle to all 99 Iowa counties. I started June 2nd, I just finished a couple weeks ago. And then I started a second tour with my trailer. This is going to be a lot faster because I'm not pedaling. I'm going to hit all 99 counties again. I'm about halfway through. I do 6 counties a day. I park close as I can to the courthouse and spend up to an hour talking to the people that stop by that want to know about their alternatives to the red and blue M&Ms we call Democrats and Republicans.
Absolutely, and I'm just going to pan over here and get a little shot of your trailer here. It looks pretty colorful, pretty animated there. It looks like a photo of you, or a drawing of you, excuse me, making your way across Iowa, obviously, with the corn stalks and all that. What's it like running for Senate? Is it been a challenge? Is it a lot of work? How would you characterize it?
It's absolutely a lot of work. I don't think people realize how much work it is. I don't get enough sleep anymore. I don't eat good meals anymore. I don't get any exercise anymore. I can't read books anymore. I can't even socialize with my own family too much. But it's all over on November 4th, so at least you know that there's a dead certain date. I early on decided I was not going to accept any campaign contributions. I wasn't going to run a money campaign. I knew that Iowans weren't that interested in negative TV commercials, and it turns out, of course, that my opponents thought that Iowans loved them, so they ran millions of dollars worth of them.
Sure.
But I tried to do it by being very wise with my money. I've not run up a big bill personally. I'm going to come in hopefully under $5,000 for the entire thing. But at the same time, there is that problem that I need to get my name out to Iowans.
Absolutely.
And the cheap way to do it, if you have $10 million, is TV ads.
Right.
I'm not doing that, so that's why I had to do the bicycle tour. I talked to just about every newspaper in Iowa.
Sure.
And I got my picture and a story, and quite a few of them, probably 150. Coming back a second time, there's people who've seen me before. That's the key to success, is to get people to recognize your name. But the other key to success here is to get people to recognize they have more than 2 choices. You don't just have to pick a blue M&M or a red M&M, and everybody knows they taste the same in your mouth.
Yeah.
You can get a whole plate of truffles if you want, because my candidacy is based on facts and truth and openness. So, for instance, I'm the only candidate out there who says, let's legalize marijuana immediately. Let's take those people, don't put them in prison anymore. Don't take their jobs away from them. Don't take their college scholarships away from them. It's a plant that is far safer than alcohol. Let's treat it rationally. Another one I say is, let's solve the immigration problem. We don't need to have the worst immigration policy in the world. We can have a decent one. It's not that hard. We're so far behind in immigration policies, the rest of the world is catching up, and well, actually they're beating us now. If we just charge $50,000 for a green card, and then a person could work legally, pay taxes, live legally, that would eliminate the entire illegal workforce.
Where would they get the $50K? They got to pay that back in their taxes every year, or how they get that $50K?
I'm going to take cash up front, but it's not like you have to just have it in your pocket. You can borrow it from your friends and family. You'll probably be able to borrow it from banks. Just think about how American college students go to college.
Sure.
Do they pay cash up front for the first 4 years? No. They pay it somehow or another.
Okay.
The cost of somebody from Guatemala to get up here is somewhere between $6,000 and $10,000, and it doesn't come with a money-back guarantee.
Sure.
There's no Walmart cheerfully refunded policy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it sounds like a lot of money, and of course everyone would like to get it for less, but they're here for economic opportunity.
Sure.
And over the course of a lifetime, that's going to be a real easy bill to pay, because the opportunities in their home countries are not anywhere close to as good as they are here. And then number 3, ag subsidies. Here we are in Iowa. Everybody thinks that Iowans love ag subsidies. Well, yeah, 70,000 Iowans love ag subsidies. They're called the farmers that got them.
Right.
But it's pitiful. The average ag subsidy in 2012 was only 70,000. I'm sorry, 70,000 farmers. It was $12,000. That's not big money, especially when the average farmer that got it was a millionaire. Why do we need to give millionaires a little welfare check every year in order to feel good about ourselves?
Right.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
There's 3 million Iowans, 70,000 of them get an ag subsidy. No, thank you. Just stop. Now that's the kind of honesty that I'm willing to put out there, because I know that farmers themselves don't really think they need those checks. They just know they've got those checks.
Yeah.
The people that are smoking marijuana, they're your neighbors, okay? People think, oh, I don't know anybody that smokes marijuana.
Some people be scared of that. They're scared of marijuana smokers. They think, oh, I have a drug user next door. I'm scared now.
You've already got a drug user next door. You're not scared because you don't know he smokes pot. The reason you don't know he smokes pot is because he doesn't tell you, because you're the kind of person who would freak out. Relax.
Actually, I wouldn't, but I appreciate you saying that. But yeah, that's all right.
You know people who drink, so you're not afraid of people who drink. I'm afraid of people who drink.
I was going to say I'm more scared of people that drink booze than you know, smoke weed. You know,
yeah.
So
the people that drink, you know, they abuse their spouses.
They kill people every day on the roads.
Children, they kill people on the roads. They can't.
They run this town, as a matter of fact, my friend. So yeah, we got an alcohol problem right here in this town.
Yeah.
Rick, what do you do for a living? Are you retired? Do you have a trade?
I started a company. It was a hobby.
Okay.
Over the course of 24 years, I grew it into a $40 million business. It's still there today. Frontier Co-op.
Okay.
We're in the natural foods industry. We sell herbs,
natural
spices,
foods,
aromatherapy products. It's a $100 million company.
Fabulous.
I didn't start it and own it. I started it as a cooperative.
Okay.
So I didn't get rich by selling it. However, while I was there, I was the CEO. They paid me well. I saved my money.
Good for you.
14 years ago, I retired, and I started leading a life of adventure, learning, and volunteering. So I've done things like hike the Appalachian Trail, but I've also gone to China and Beijing and studied Chinese, gone to Spain and studied Spanish, gone to Paris and studied French. I'm a volunteer volcano guide. I'm 63 years old, but I haul people up volcanoes and back down again to support a school in Guatemala. We give them about $250,000 a year, and it's a school for 175 Guatemalan kids. So I have been trying to make myself both productive and learning more, and helping the people in the world that have not been as lucky as I've been.
Sure.
But you know, this whole political thing started to burn a slow burn in my mind when I realized that the Republicans and the Democrats literally don't want to solve problems because they wouldn't get reelected.
I think a lot of people would agree with you there, Rick. Hey, Rick, I got to wrap it up. I got to run to another thing. I want to wish you good luck on the campaign trail. Thanks for coming to Mason City. We're glad to see you here out downtown.
I appreciate the time you took, and nice to meet you, and thanks a bunch for the coverage.
You're welcome.